The Final Destination, 2009 film, fourth one in the horror franchise, directed by David R. Ellis, who also made the second movie. Once again, exactly the same setup as before. A person experiences a vision of terrible catastrophe in which they and a lot of other people die horrible deaths. In this case, it's an accident at a Daytona-type racing event. They manage to get out in time and save a few other people with them, but then death begins stalking them, killing these people in the same order they were originally meant to die, in various creative ways. So it's fair to say this is the weakest entry in the series so far. Unlike the previous three, it really has nothing going for it that would set it apart in a positive way or give you a specific reason to watch this entry. So the first one was the original. It introduced the concept in the first place. The second one had the tightest script and the best tension and the best special effects. The third one had the best central performance from Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Whereas for this, the major differentiating aspect was 3D. The movie was made at the height of the 3D craze. A lot of movies had sort of special effects were made with these screens in mind, and the TV set producers even pushed 3D televisions onto consumers for a good while there. Thankfully, it's a trend long since forgotten, but this movie is a sort of sad relic of those times, because watching it now without the 3D glasses, it's really obvious that a lot of the death scenes were designed and built around that. But you have no impact of objects flying at your face anymore. And what you see instead is how dated the CGI looks. Seriously, the movie looks somehow worse than Final Destination 2, which came out 6 years before this one. Other than that, it is just a painfully mediocre film across the board. From the editing and direction to the script and performances. On that note, I was a little excited to recognize Chantal Van Santem from The Boys. But I was then very quickly let down by one of the most wooden, awful performances I've seen in a good while. She is distractingly terrible in this film. So yeah, definitely a low point. No reason to see this one at all. On to the fifth for me, and so far the final part of the series. Fingers crossed that one's better again.